What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at Skylords Reborn Battle of Tactics number 6, and this used to be an event where you have to run the map as quick as possible or destroy the crystals as quick as possible to attain like a higher rank. What this map is kind of like a remake of Dwarven Riddle without the volcano that you are able to kill off all the units. Why I want to make a video on this community map is because I thought this is a very good and interesting map. There's a form of rare mechanics where you do not build your own monument, but this monument changes color every couple of seconds depending on which tier this monument is at. And I'll be showing you my run for this. I think it's on standard because the event is on standard. I have not tried it on expert, but I feel like this is considered quite mediocre to slightly more difficult map even at the standard level. And yes, for this map, I will rate a playability of 9 out of 10 because of the unique objectives and a very unique gameplay. So it's a 9. And for the map and story design is kind of lacking because there's not much of a story, just destroying crystals. I didn't see much of dialogues as well, so for storyline it's kind of a little missing over here. But for the map layout and aesthetics, it's similar to the Dwarven Riddle with very good mixture, with a very good build on the design of the map, on how you like revamp the map. So overall I give a 7 out of 10 for the map and story design, and ensuring that the difficulty is like from the bottom it's easier to the top, which is the hardest, is a bit of a twist on the origin map, so which is why I'll give a 7 out of 10. Lastly, for the challenge, I would give a 3 out of 5 because I think even though it's on standard, but I would say that it's not exactly very easy even though it's on standard. So thinking that there's expert difficulty or a difficulty higher than standard, I think the harder difficulty would be more challenging, so I'll just give a 3 out of 5. And yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at my run. Right, as you can see, this is a crazy monument that you see that changes color. What helps is that there's a timer that you can see when you unlock your tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4. Right, and what I start with are nomads because I want to get rid of some bandit units and also healing my units at the same time. And having nomads is very helpful because later on there are quite a bit of units that you have to clear, especially like stronger medium-sized units, so having a medium counter would be very beneficial. And the reason why I didn't want to have like units like world beasts, even though they have some like regenerative ability, is because for this particular map is very special where you kind of like have changing ops, which means that you can have multiple colors for each tier. And to counter the small units, I would have the Frost Mage, which I will be summoning later on. And of course, since I have my nature orb right now, I have to quickly build the Mouth of the Keeper, and this is very helpful to prevent ranged units from attacking your wall. And there's really a ton of like archers that will come and attack, even like stronger units, like I think the Bandit Gunner later on, where you prevent the Bandit Gunner from using its ability. Yeah, so I have my Frost Mage to deal damage mostly to small units, and I have my Nomads to counter medium-sized units. So this is quite a good combo to have. Now I have a couple of Forsakens, which I want to deal more damage to medium-sized units. And they're also quite helpful because later on I will just frenzy them to deal more damage to kill off these two like Crystal Guardians, and off to destroy the first crystal. Yeah, the first crystal is pretty easy. Basically the difficulty level is like the bottom half of the map would be the easiest, or rather the higher you go to the top of the map, the stronger the enemies are and the buildings are. So you can't do the usual method of the Dwarven Riddle where you run straight to the top here to destroy the base, because there's no monument for you to capture whatsoever, and you got this like bandit lord, which is pretty crazy, and you can't, or rather very difficult to kill it with tier 1. Yeah, so once you destroy crystal, you do not have to care about all these like random towers. And I have my mind to help deal some damage to the ground units, the crystal guardians. And yes, as you can see, I will activate the frenzy so that it deals a lot of damage. And the mine helps a lot. Yeah, from there you can destroy the blue crystal. Just make sure that I defend the base as well. Alright, we have destroyed the blue crystal. Next up would be the dark crystal, and we will have some help with by using the shadow phoenixes. As you can see, I've already built my embalmer shrine earlier in the game. Also take note to not go over to this like central walkway, because when bandit units spawn, my army here can't take down so many units, so make sure that all these units pass first. As you can see, the mouth of the keeper is very helpful. There's quite a lot of archers here, so yeah, as you can see, it's quite a bit of archers, and Mouth of the Keeper also prevents the bandit sorcerer from casting its ice shield and also the shaman's healing. So Shadow Phoenixes, very good to take down enemy units, and make sure you activate the Embalmer Shrine. I also have to calculate how many Shadow Phoenixes to take down the crystal, because it's 3000 health, and I think it's about 6 Shadow Phoenix to destroy 1 crystal. The issue for this kind of like area is where if your Shadow Phoenix only destroys buildings, it cannot respawn because there's no corpse around. Yeah, something like this. My Shadow Phoenixes died. I have to re-summon them again. So they are very good at clearing off units, but for crystals it's a different thing. And over here I made a little bit of small mistakes. I could run the map quicker, but I forgot that my Embalmer Shrine is on cooldown, and I'm unable to gather the cords of this like green crystal guardian. If my Embalmer Shrine is totally up and the ability running, my Shadow Phoenixes would all be respawned, and I can take down the yellow crystal straight, which saves me quite a bit of time. So now I have Skyfire Drake and the Swamp Drake. Yep, and my Swamp Drake uses his sleeping ability, the Sleep Well, to stop this bandit lord from attacking my little birds. And of course I got my support character, the Crystal Fiend, to heal my little drakes and birds. Right now it's time to get rid of the yellow crystal, but there's the barrier, so my flying units can't go there and attack the building straight, can't fly over to attack it straight. Alright, just waiting for the right opportunity to heal my drakes first and go in to take down the yellow crystal. Oh, of course I think I'm being distracted by defending. Oh, the bandit hornblower, not the bandit gunner. Yeah, so I should have built slightly more defenses and also built some pyromaniacs to prevent melee units from destroying my Mouth of the Keeper. Once the Mouth of the Keeper down, we kind of have to spend a bit of time to defend our base. So this is rather unfortunate, and also took a bit of my time that I could have completed this map quicker. Of course, the bandit sniper is an annoying character because it fires its bullets way beyond the range of the Mouth of the Keeper.
A yellow portal has been closed.
Alright. While defending, and when we have almost killed all the bandit units, I went to destroy the yellow crystal. And from here on, you want to quickly like rush through the map, because the game ends when you destroy the crystal. So quickly finish the map, even though I feel like I'm a bit slow and shouldn't have wasted any time to kill this like bandit Tortugan. Yeah, so just rush and take down all the crystals to cut short the game, and you don't have to care about your main base. Alright. Yeah, so this is how I finish the Rainbow Road on standard difficulty. And I hope you guys enjoy this video.